Well, they came out with a Big Nate show. You guys, you didn't exactly tell me. You should have known. You should have watched the Ready Player 2 review and seen me hold the Big Nate book and see that I read the books. Didn't notice that? You should have just wrote in the comments, Brayden! They came out with a Big Nate show. You gotta check it out. Yeah, probably not. Anyway, everybody, so they did come out with a Big Nate show. And unfortunately, you guys didn't tell me. I was just looking at this Big Nate book that I got, and it said, now a show on Paramount Plus. You guys didn't, seriously? Like, come on. Come on. Look at that. Like, 2 seconds of me holding the Big Nate book. That's, come on. You could have written it down right there. But there's barely anybody here that actually has Paramount Plus. Probably the worst streaming service, but they came out with a Big Nate show on it. And if you didn't know, I'm a pretty big Nate fan. It's probably my favorite comic strip, even more so than the Peanuts, because it's still going and it's still hilarious, whereas the Peanuts can be a bit dated. But the Peanuts is still amazing. But Big Nate, they came out with a show for it on Paramount Plus. And after I watched the first episode, I understood why you didn't tell me that it came out. You didn't tell me. You didn't write it in the comics because you checked out the entire show and knew that it was all horrible. Welcome back to Max Reviews. And today we have Big Nate, the show. A show that barely anybody checked out. Barely anybody probably even knew that it came out. And probably earned maybe 100 people to check out Paramount Plus. Myself included. I already said it. Sort of had it, but still. Big Nate, the show, does not do service to the books. Just starting off here, I'm a pretty big Nate fan. I've been reading the books for, I would say, about 3 to 4 years, maybe longer, and I absolutely love them. They're comic books, and they're also this, like, 6-book series, and they're really funny. They have, like, over the top, Nate is a jerk, and his friends are just trying to be supportive, and then he just messes their days up. It's just very funny sort of comic strip that had me laugh so many times with the characters and just seeing them grow and stuff. And, well, not grow, but the situations that they were put in. And so I decided to check out the show after I finally saw in this new book that they came out with it that you guys didn't tell me. Come on, you didn't tell me. And it was really, really bad. So I could understand why you guys didn't tell me. You're off the hook, okay? You're happy. Go pat yourself on the back. You're good. But anyway, the show itself, wow. It's a Nickelodeon Paramount Plus original. No, Nickelodeon Paramount Plus movie, well, show that has 8 episodes, 1 season, and let's just start it off with, like, the good. So for the good, this show has the animation is fine. Some of the voice actors I liked. Let me think. Teddy's uncle, Ginny, and who else? Let me think. Anybody else? And Nate's sister. They had good voices. And there was one episode that I had some fun with where I had some okay, funny situations in it. One episode, like 20 minutes of fine. Okay, let's get into the bad. This show really disgusted me. But when I first even saw the trailers and stuff, I just felt sad that a comic strip this great was getting a show this bad. The show, it's trying to be humorous, and it's sort of got this introduction about Big Nate just going to school and not wanting to go to school and trying to escape. Sort of, pretty generic kids show. And then it's so bad. The humor all revolves around body humor. There is green throw up in one episode where everybody's just vomiting green throw up for an entire episode. Another episode is entirely consist of Big Nate getting a pimple that people touch with gross sound effects, and it gives them like good luck. And that is just disgusting. These episodes, some of these really disgusted me. There's this kid that just disgusting. It just, all this stuff in this show does not work. Like in maybe the comic strips, it is like that, but everything's off the panel. They're looking off to the side when he steps in dog poop or something. But still, in this show, it just did not work, the stuff. And I knew this show, whatever show I watched next, right after my absolute favorite show of all time, Gravity Falls. If you saw my video yesterday, I was wondering, what's going to follow that up? What is going to be good enough to follow that up? And Big Nate is what followed it up, unfortunately. And it did not do service to the comic books at all. It didn't. There's some little references and stuff, but it's nowhere near as good. The voice actors for everybody. Big Nate is a giant jerk in this. He's a charming jerk in the comics, but in this, he is just a jerk, all-out jerk. You hate him so bad. So much, the voice actors for every other single character other than those three that I mentioned, Teddy's uncle, Nate's sister, and Ginny, Nate's love interest, are all absolutely horrendous, and I really hate them. Teddy, Francis, I've heard these voices from them. Like, when I'm reading the comics, you have your own voice for them, and I know it's not going to be perfect, but still, I want it to do service to the comics. It just, their little perks and things that they have about them, it doesn't really translate into this show. The animation, it just has so much gross body humor that I could not bear it. The voice acting, and just there's a bunch of possible situations that you can do, and even at the school, there's just four teachers. When you're missing the math teacher, you're missing the social studies teacher, you're missing like the detention monitor, and Nate, a big part every single day he went to detention, and in this show it doesn't do any of that. Just, I know you guys, most of you probably have no idea what this show is, and just check it out because it's a review for me, but this show, I had to do a video on it because I'm just so mad at it and just so sad, and just, you guys didn't tell me also, so this is your punishment. You have to watch this. But anybody else that's new to my channel for this show, I would not recommend checking out if you're a fan of the books. I feel really just sad that this is what the show, the comic strips turned into this. I was hoping they would do something better, but unfortunately they didn't. This is one of the worst adaptations from a book to a movie that I've seen since Artemis Fowl. I'm going to count comic books too, comic books and books. This is the worst that I've seen since Artemis Fowl. One of the worst movies of all time. Like, even Down with Be Kid, I might have said some bad things about it, the movie, last year, but it was better than this. So this probably isn't going to get a bunch of views or anything, but still, I just wanted to put this video out because this show just, it went 100% under my radar, and I finally checked it out, and I was just so disappointed by it. So overall, I'm sorry, but it is going to have to be a D+, Big Nate's number one score, and a 2.5 out of 10. This is another one of those shows that I just couldn't get into, and I am happy that you guys didn't tell me. You tried to save me, but I went in. So anyway, that's my little thoughts on this show. Just trying to do a quick little thing here on it. I'm Braden. This is Max Reviews. Like this video if you enjoyed this review for it. Don't check it out. You have been warned. And I don't even think why is it even Big Nate? It could be any other character or comic book or anything that you could change this into, because it has no personality that connects it to the comics. So that's my review for it. Like, subscribe, comment down below. if you've seen the show or if you have any interest in the comic books, I would definitely recommend those. If you're, I don't know, it depends if you're a fan of them or not, because some people might not be as into them as I am. But that's just my little review. Like, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Brandon out.